3 signs that you are a chump. Let's crack right into this, guys. So the first sign that you're a chump is you get jealous of other men and you start actually hating on other men. No different than a woman, because you have to understand, when you feel the need, the urge to get jealous over another guy, especially over another guy, right? You have to understand, you are no longer acting out of your masculine frame. Instead, you are acting out of your feminine frame. You're getting sucked into your feminine energy. Because the thing you have to understand about jealousy is a feminine trait. It's not a masculine trait, it is a feminine trait. This is why you see women constantly getting jealous over each other. Right? You constantly see women who don't even know each other. They'll, like, a girl will be walking down the street, another girl will yell, "Oh, that's an ugly purse," or "Oh, that's stupid hair, stupid clothes, dumb bitch." Right? It's women who do that. Why do they do that? They don't even know each other, right? They don't even know each other. Why are they hating on each other? It's because of that jealousy, right? Which again is a feminine trait. It's part of being in your feminine frame, right? So when guys do it, it's super pathetic. It is so super pathetic. When I look in my comment section and I see a guy hating on me, throwing out a personal attack, especially when they do it from a fake account and they're using like a faceless YouTube profile, super, I'm not even gonna say beta, it's super feminine. Because these are things that women do. Things that are like very manipulative like that. They'll hide their face so they could take shots at the other girl, get their little 2-second dirty high. It's super pathetic when I see a guy do this. It's like they don't realize, like, dude, I've been teaching self-development for men for over 20 years. You don't think I see what you're about? You don't think I see through you? It's like, dude, I know you better than you know yourself, right? I know you better than you know yourself. And all you're telling me is, you know what? You're likely raised by a single mother. You had a weak father figure, or an absentee father who didn't teach you properly, right? You have parents who failed you. That's why you're so stuck in your feminine frame. That's why you act like a little bitch, because nobody taught you otherwise. Man, I would be so embarrassed if my dad ever like caught me like using a fake account and a faceless YouTube profile to hate on another guy because I was jealous and I was personally attacking that guy, trying to make fun of his shirt or his hair or whatever else, right? And I wasn't sticking to like why I didn't like the video, but I'm personally attacking him because I got my panties in a bunch, right? I would be so ashamed and so embarrassed if my dad ever saw me doing something like that. And my dad would literally get on me. He'd literally get on me even at my age. He'd be like, "What are you doing? Did I raise you that way? Why are you acting like a little girl?" He would literally call me out. You know, because, you know why? Because I had proper parenting. Because I had a strong male role model in my life. Unlike these guys, stuck in their feminine energy, stuck in their female frame, acting like a woman, no different than a bitch, right? Sorry, no different than a little bitch. Right? But that is the #1 sign you're a chump, is when you are too busy hating on other men, right? Instead of working on yourself and doing what you need to do to better yourself, you spend that energy and your precious time on this earth, which is very limited, right? You're not going to be here for 1,000 years. You're not going to be here for eternity. Your time on this earth is very limited. Instead, you're spending it hating on another guy to make yourself feel better about the failure you call a life, the fact that you're sucking at life. And there's nothing more little bitch than that. Instead of accepting responsibility and accountability for your life like a man, right? Like a man, you sink into lower consciousness because you're a weak little bitch, and you go hating on other men. #1 sign you're a chump. Right? #1. The #2 sign you're a chump, and this kind of curtails into what we were just talking about. But the #2 sign you're a chump is you spend more time worrying about other people versus worrying about yourself. Okay? You spend more time worrying about other people versus yourself. You're constantly looking at everybody else and judging them, nitpicking at their lives, talking about what they're doing wrong versus looking at your own life and fixing what's wrong with you, right? And this is another lesson my dad taught me, is to watch your own backyard. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Worry about yourself. It's like, dude, unless you're perfect, unless you're exactly where you want to be in life, unless you're already successful, right? Unless you've got everything you've ever hoped for and you don't need anything else in the world, you know, and even then, you can get better. Even then, you should not be worrying about other people. You should be worrying about yourself. Watch your own backyard. Okay? Huge sign you're a chump if you're more worried about what everyone else is doing instead of looking in your mirror, right? Looking in your mirror and asking yourself, what am I doing? Okay? What am I doing wrong? What can I be doing to better myself? What can I be doing to become a better man? What have I not yet accomplished? What can I do to be more successful? But when you're a chump, you want to relieve yourself of that responsibility. Okay, no different than sinking back into your feminine frame, because you don't want to take on the responsibility of a man to have to work on yourself, right? Because that takes, man, it's not easy, right? You have to take on that responsibility of fixing yourself, of realizing that you're, you know, maybe you are sucking at life and you need to fix some things. But instead of facing that, these guys just go into little bitch mode and just start looking at everybody else like, oh, look at his life. Oh, look at them. Look at that, you know, instead of looking in the mirror and going, hey, I'm screwed up. I need to fix me. All right. So that's a number 2 sign. You're a chump. And the third and final sign that you're a chump is you blame shift. You blame everyone else for your woes and your problems in life instead of blaming yourself. And this is one of the top rules that I learned from one of my mentors in game many years ago, who taught me, blame yourself first. It's always your fault. It's like, because as long as you always blame yourself first, you will always learn from that. But the second you point the finger at somebody else and you take it off of yourself, you won't learn. You won't learn. You'll get your 2-second little dirty high, right? You'll get your little 2-second dirty high feeling better about yourself, like, oh, see, it wasn't my fault. But you won't fix yourself. You won't grow as a man. You won't expand. You won't become better. You'll just stay where you are, and even a little worse, because you need to get your 2-second dirty high. Every time you take a 2-second dirty high to like, look at them, ha ha ha, you know, and you do that shit, and you blame shift, you're just hurting yourself. It's like smoking a rock of crack, right? You'll feel better temporarily, but you're just hurting yourself. And then it becomes addictive, just like crack becomes addictive. You'll become addicted to that 2-second dirty high shit, right? If you see people like online troll and do shit like that, it's like they're addicted to the 2-second dirty high. It's like they're constantly doing that. They're constantly trying to like point fingers at everybody else versus looking at their own life and going, hey, what's wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? What do I need to fix? How do I become better? Okay? And really, these are the top 3 signs that you're a chump, right? And I'm not saying that you're doing this, but, you know, if you don't realize that you're doing these things, you can't fix them. Okay? And, you know, luckily, most of the guys who follow me are not like this. I would say almost all of you guys, none of you guys are like this. I mean, I'm just pointing out guys who don't follow channels like ours, who aren't interested in improving themselves. Because chances are, if you're watching this coaching video right now, you watch my other videos. I mean, the reason why you watch these videos is because you want to better yourself. It's the guys who don't watch videos like this that I'm talking about. I mean, they're the ones who demonstrate all 3 of these signs, right? They blame shift, they get jealous of other men, and they're always worried about what other people are doing. They never look at themselves. They are afraid to look in the mirror. They don't have the balls. They don't have the balls to look themselves in the mirror and go, you know what? I'm screwed up. I'm messed up. I need to fix myself. My life is screwed. I'm a failure. I'm a loser. I hide behind a fake YouTube account and a faceless profile so I can troll. I need help, right? Instead of facing that, they choose to take the feminine route. Instead of facing up to their responsibility as a man and going, hey, let me fix myself, because that's what men do, right? We have that burden of performance as men. Women don't have that. They don't have to do that shit, but men do. Okay, as men, we have a burden of performance. So when these guys like blame shift, point fingers, hate on other guys, trying to piss on guys who are more successful than them, rather than look in the mirror and go, hey, how could I better myself? How could I be like them? How could I be even more successful than them? Right? Instead of taking on that masculine responsibility, that male burden of performance of doing the work, they choose the easy route. They choose the little bitch route. They choose the feminine. They choose to lower themselves into their feminine energy and basically act no different than a woman, where they relieve themselves of that duty. They relieve themselves of that responsibility, and they don't have to take ownership for their failure in life. Instead, they just point fingers, blame shift, piss on other guys more successful than them. It's easier, right? Get your little 2-second dirty high, because that's the kind of shit that women do, right? I'm not saying all women, but that's basically you're in your feminine energy when you do stuff like that, because your masculine frame would never allow such behavior. Only your feminine frame would. All right, so when guys, demonstrate those qualities of a chump, make no mistake what that's about, right? Make no mistake. They don't have the balls. They don't have the guts. They don't have the courage to look themselves in the mirror and go, what do I need to fix? I'm ready to do the work. I'm ready to perform. I'm ready to show my worth, to show my value. I'm ready to get out there and compete like a man. Instead, they're like, I don't want to see that mirror. Instead, hey, you suck. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, yeah, it's your fault. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get my 2-second dirty high. You and your stupid car and your stupid shirts. And, it's like they turn into a little bitch, right? And those are the 3 signs that you're a chump if you do any of these 3 things. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from Alpha Male Secrets. Don't forget to destroy that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Very important you guys subscribe to my channel, because it tells YouTube that you are digging my content, you love it, and you want me to produce more of it. So please make sure you're subscribed as well. You're going to be learning a ton from my channel. Okay, you're going to be learning a ton. So make sure you're subscribed, and make sure you're sharing my coaching videos with like-minded friends of yours. Okay, so we could really start to get this knowledge out there and start helping other guys. So make sure you're sharing my coaching videos as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill content I'm teaching you guys even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason why I'm doing that is to obviously protect my content and obviously offer something more premium for guys who want to access all of my more high-end lessons, so to speak, right? And the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of premium Alpha Male Secrets content from me. So this is the absolute best way to support my work. And if you want to get signed up, it's just $1 for the entire first month of premium content. And all you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.